Welcome to Yoga with Donna. Today we're going to do a practice for women's health. We're going to be focusing on releasing and toning the pelvic floor muscles. So let's get started. Just going to come to lying on our backs. Just get yourself comfortable on your mat. Keep your knees bent up, and you actually can have your knees coming in together so they're relaxing in together. Just place one hand on your lower abdomen, the other hand on your chest, on your heart, and we're just going to take a couple of deep breaths in. And as we breathe out, just relax the pelvis, relax all those muscles around your buttocks. Breathe in, really relax into the mat. Feel all the tension go out of your lower back, your lower abdomen. Feel your pelvic floor muscles just relaxing. Just breathe into it, just relax everything. Another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Alright, now just going to hold on to your knees and bring your knees quite close into your chest, and then relax them back out, and then pull them into your chest and then out away. Then just place your hands either side of you on the mat, and you're just going to take your legs across into a twist. Just take your legs across, try and keep your shoulders on the floor. Hold it here. And then coming back to centre and over to the other side. Try and keep your shoulders on the floor if you can. And then coming back up. And then what we're going to do from here is you're going to bring the soles of your feet together. So your toes and your heels are touching, and you're just going to relax your knees out to the side. Now those of you who find this a little bit uncomfortable, you can put cushions underneath the sides of your knees if you want to, or blocks, yoga blocks, whatever you feel comfortable with. But if you're quite comfortable laying in this position, just put your hands on your tummy again, bring your heels in as close as you can to your buttocks, and keep your lower back relaxed into the mat. And just feel a little slight pressure from your hands on your abdomen. And what you're going to do from here, just going to really relax through the pelvic floor, just breathing in. So everything's really open, so just relax into it. So breathing. And feel like you're just opening up around your pelvic floor, that your muscles are just opening right out and just relaxed as they've ever been. Just focus on relaxing them. Every breath, just feel them relaxing more and more. So just envisage what your pelvic floor looks like. Like you've got two shapes like that. So you've got the front shape here in a like a diamond shape, and then you've got the back area in a diamond shape. So the two shapes meet together in the middle, and this is the part you need to relax right through the middle of your pelvic floor. So just envisage that sling just relaxing, really relaxing. Just breathe into it. And then you're going to slowly bring your legs together, your knees together, and you're going to lift your legs up, and you're going to turn your knees out again, and you're going to hold the inside of your instep. So you're going to hold on the inside of your feet, and you're just going to stay in this position here. So just feel like your feet are pushing against your hands, And at the same time, what you're going to do from here is you're going to relax your tailbone right down to the floor. So you're just going to relax that, and at the same time you've got pressure on your feet here. So your feet are like pushing away from your body, and your pelvic and your lower back and your sit bones are pushing right into the floor. So you've got a two-way action here. So from the middle of that triangle there, the two triangles, they're pulling away from each other. So you're trying to release them away from each other. So they're stretching. Just like when you're stretching your legs, just feel like you're stretching right through the middle of that pelvic sling. Push that tailbone right into the mat and feel like you're pushing right away with those feet. Those hands are holding those feet from swinging right out. You can feel pressure through your feet and your hands, holding it here. Deep breaths. Good, keep holding it here. Feel like those two triangles are pulling apart, releasing any tension down there. Good, and then when you're ready, just hold your knees together. Just roll your hips out, roll your lower back around. And then what we're going to do from here is you're going to take your arms out to the side, roll your legs over to one side, and you're going to take the top leg, open it out, relax it in the middle, and then bring the other leg over to meet on the other side. So you're opening out, top leg opens out into like a frog position, and then bring the other knee across to meet it. So we'll just do this a few times, so just keep breathing through it. Think of your pelvic floor opening out, stretching out sideways. And back in, and open out, and then back in, and open out, and back in. Good. And then what we're going to do from here is just going to take your hold of your outside of your feet, bring your arms inside your legs, and we're going into happy baby pose. So aim to get that pelvis and that lower back into the mat. So stretch it right out along the mat. Make sure that your neck and your shoulders are relaxed into the mat. So you've got a really long spine going along the mat. And then just going to move around in this position. Really keeping that lower back engaged onto the mat. Good. All right. And then just bring your legs together. And then we're just going to roll up, and we're going to come up to standing. And we're going to go into goddess pose. So this is really good for your pelvic floor muscles. So just go into a comfortable position with your feet slightly wider than your hips and your feet turned out. And just going to bend your knees going right over your toes, and your tail heading towards the mat, and then just come down to wherever you're comfortable. Hands in prayer position, so you can hold it here if you like, or you can come down a little bit further to the mat and hold it here. You might need to adjust your feet a little bit. And so the aim is to try and get your tailbone towards the mat and keep your upper body as stretched out as you can. This is very good for your pelvic floor. Really tones those pelvic floor muscles in your abdomen. So take a few deep breaths in this position. Good, and then when you're ready, come out of it, place your hands on the floor, turn your feet in, and then slowly roll up. Alright, we're just going to come to sitting on the floor again. And we just have the soles of our feet together and knees open again. And what you're going to do from here, you're going to sit right up on your sit bones, so make sure that you're sitting up nice and tall. And we're going to breathe in and breathe out. And when we breathe out, you're just going to hold your pelvic floor muscles very gently. Don't squeeze, clench them tight, just very gently hold them. So breathing in, then when you breathe out, just draw everything in and then relax, breathing in, breathing out. Hold the pelvic floor muscles very gently, no clenching, because otherwise you tighten up those muscles down there and then they're not elastic enough to actually work properly. Because imagine if you just were clenching your, say like your bottom muscles all the time and they never relaxed, then it would really hold you back too tight in the lower muscles there, and you get a lot of discomfort and pain. And same with the pelvic floor, it's a muscle that needs to be released and toned, not clenched, because it will never relax and elongate and actually work properly and do its job. So breathing in and breathing out. Hold the pelvic floor. And breathing in. Breathing out. Hold the pelvic floor. So when you hold the pelvic floor, you're holding your rectum, your sex organs and your bladder muscles. So you just got to feel like you're engaging those muscles all the time when you're using your pelvic floor, but in a gentle way. Engage the muscles. Remember, you can do this exercise standing, sitting. You don't need to be in frog position. This position here does actually help work those muscles even more, but you can do it any time. Just make sure that when you do it you're not clenching, because that's obviously not going to really help. Alright, we'll just come round into child's pose, knees wide, and we're just going to relax here for a few short breaths. Relax your arms into the mat, hands into the mat, forehead. Relax your abdominal muscles. Relax your pelvic floor. Alright everyone, thank you very much for joining me here today, and hope that you find going forward that you get some relief and feel more comfortable in your pelvic floor muscles. Thank you very much. Namaste.